Welcome to Storytime with Taluli. Today's reading comes from r/TalesFromTechSupport. Our first story is titled, "That projector hasn't worked for over a year. You can't fix it. How did you fix it?" So for context, I worked for a little while at a school that uses a lot of outdated tech, and they bought some projectors a few years back and installed them on the ceiling, making it nearly impossible for someone to check if it has an issue. So this class decides to watch a movie that had something to do with what they were seeing at the time. Unfortunately, the classroom they had selected had a projector that supposedly didn't work, so they call me because their computer wouldn't even detect the projector. I got up to the ceiling to check it out, and I started to see if I could turn it on manually. I couldn't. I checked if the cables were loosely connected. They weren't. Then the teacher said, "Don't waste your time, that thing's been broken for over a year." A student made the original joke, "Have you tried to turn it off and on again?" A few laughed, but then I remembered that these classrooms sometimes had a switch to turn on the electrical flow to the projector. I eventually found it on the side of the teacher's desk and decided to give it a flip. It wouldn't hurt to try. Turns out no one touched that switch for over a year. The projector immediately lit up and it connected to the computer in a few seconds. Afterwards, the teacher just stared at me and repeatedly told me that it was broken and asked, "How did I fix it?" Before leaving, I simply said, "I turned it on." Oh, that's a good story. I like that. Our next story is titled, "User Throws Out Flash Drives Instead of Deleting Files on Them." Hey all, first time poster in this thread. Just had something miraculous happen at my job and it was too good not to share. Some context. I work for a small business on an IT team of 3. I handle more of the infrastructure and project work, but since we sit in open cubicles, occasionally a user will approach me directly since they tend to just see all of us equally when it comes to needing help. In this case, a user from our merchandising marketing group approached me with a request. Me, IT system analyst and marketing guy. Marketing guy. "Hey you, do you have a sec? I have a disk with some files burnt to it and I'd like to copy them over to a USB drive. Do you have a disk drive I can use? My laptop doesn't have one." "Sure thing." Grabs USB CD drive away from my drawer. We head over to manager's office. I walk manager through connecting the disk drive to his laptop and insert the disk. We pull up the drive volume and he points out the files he needs to copy appear to be there. Me. "Okay, let's go ahead and plug the flash drive in so we can copy those files over." Plugs in flash drive, pulls up volume and sees that there are some files already saved on it. He promptly yanks the flash drive out of the laptop and throws it in the trash. Me. "Oh, was there something wrong with that drive?" Yeah, let me just grab another drive real quick." Manager pulls out another flash drive, plugs it in, pulls up the volume, and again sees that there are already files saved on the flash drive. He once again pulls it out of the computer and throws it in the trash. What's wrong with that drive?" There are already files saved on that one. I don't have any blank flash drives. Do you have a spare one?" "You know you can delete files off of flash drive and save new files to it, right?" Manager looks astonished to learn this piece of information. "Yeah, let me show you real quick." Pulls drive out of the trash, plugs it in, and shows him that he can just select all the files and click delete. Proceed to copy intended files from the CD of the flash drive. "You're the man!" "No worries," quickly walks away trying not to express any emotion. At this point, I absolutely lost it and had to tell my other 2 team members who also died of laughing. Manager is actually a great user, but occasionally does some goofy things, so this is all shared with good intentions. Thought this was a pretty good one for a Tuesday. That's funny. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that's so it's actually like that. How did you not know that? Oh well, I'm glad you all worked it out. Our next story is titled, "Customer Forgets That They Own a $1,000 Laptop and Eventually We Have to Throw It Out." Context. Helped a customer with their laptop in store and they chose to leave it with me for troubleshooting. Me. Calling the customer. "Hello, is this John speaking?" John. "Yes, it is." "Wonderful. I'm calling from tech services to let you know that I just finished up working on your laptop and that you can come and get it anytime." But I didn't bring my laptop to you guys." "This is John Doe, correct?" "That's correct." "I helped you out with your laptop earlier today. You needed your drive replaced, remember?" "That can't be right. I don't have a laptop." "I just spoke to you a few hours ago, sir. The laptop is right here in front of me. It even has your name on it." No, you must be making a mistake. I don't have a laptop, and I haven't been to you guys in months." Me, staring down at a $1,000 almost new laptop. "Well, I apologize for any confusion then, sir. We have it here whenever you need it back." I'm telling you, it's not mine. I do not have a laptop. You must be messing with me. Stop wasting my time. Hangs up. Over the next 2 months, this man, yes, it was the same guy we got the laptop from, came in for other miscellaneous stuff and also complained to the manager that we kept harassing him over the phone. We even brought his laptop out to him and he denied that it was his. We had it for several months before the abandonment process completed and we had to throw it out. Not a couple days later, he came in looking for a new computer because he lost his old one. When I asked about his laptop that we had, he legitimately had no idea what I was talking about. This man was probably in his early 40s, so I really have no idea what happened here. Edit. Lots of you guys are saying it could be dementia or Alzheimer's, even at his age. Others are saying he may have had illegal stuff on it. I doubt there was illegal stuff because he's a regular, and we did a drive replacement to a bigger drive and had to access it to transfer the data. He's always had a sort of airy look in his eyes, so it may be medical. Also, I couldn't take the laptop. My workplace is very strict and checks the cameras a lot and does bag checks when employees leave. I have never managed it. Well, that's kind of crazy, but yeah, I wonder if something is going on. That's kind of unusual, but okay, that's kind of a bummer. Someone lost $1,000 in a good laptop. Our next story is titled, Someone is Listening In on My Calls. Pretty short story, but it is most definitely one I won't forget about. Last week, I got a couple of calls from a few people's personal phones. They knew my work number, and they thought that someone is listening to them through their desk phones. As confused as I was, I told them I would be on site next week to take a look. During that time, from the phone call to me arriving on site, a good bit of office personnel was really nervous about this person listening to their phone calls. To the point that whenever they would have meetings or someone from leadership steps in someone's office, the first thing they would do is unplug the phone. So I arrived and saw the person who first told me about this issue. They told me whenever the symbol pops up on the phone's display, that means someone is listening in. And it had a number, so it would tell you how many people were listening in. Turns out the symbol is for the number of missed calls they have. Me trying to hold back my laughter just told them what the symbol was for, and no one was listening in on them after I left her office. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. Well, I'm glad that worked out. How a synonym has caused almost a dozen unnecessary tickets. Hello again, Tales from Tech Support. I'm back with the coronavirus working from home tale of fun. So, as many of you are probably also in the midst of, we sent about 90% of our office workers to work from home. We're a food supply chain company, so very essential, and closure isn't possible. We use VMware so everybody would have all their stuff, their desktop files and whatnot as they do at home. Super convenient, easy, right? For most, yes. So here's how the process goes. Open up the VMware client, where you'll see a sign-in screen with username, password, hit enter. Now you'll receive a code texted to your cell phone with a code to enter onto the next screen. Then voila, you're done. Easy, right? Can you guess where people are getting stuck? No, me neither. At first, because clearly I thought people were smart enough to figure it out. The answer is passcode. The first ticket from this issue is always the hardest because you go in with the assumption nobody is stupid enough to make such a mistake. The ticket came in saying they weren't getting the code texted to them. I did everything that could cause that, checking add for account lock, checking the MFA server, and verifying their phone number was correct, etc. Finally, I asked which I should have started with. So you type your username and password, hit enter, and then what happens? Does an error come up? I don't have to enter my password. I'm sorry, why not? It doesn't ask for one. It says username and password correct. No, it says username and passcode, which I'm not getting. I smashed my face on the desk. Yes, passcode means password. That makes no sense, but I'll try. Oh, okay, I got the text, thanks. Click. I thought that would be the end, a one-off funny tale to add to my lengthy list of stupid people. But no, over the past 6 days since we implemented work-at-home measures, 11 people have had this issue. 11! With the exact same issue. At least it's easier now because I know people are in fact stupid enough to have no idea what the word passcode would mean. So anyway, to the UI designer who designed VMware Horizon, thanks for using a synonym. Well, I mean, if people are expecting a code to be texted to them and then it says passcode, I can see the confusion there because people are used to seeing password, not passcode. And especially when you're expecting a code, then I think it just kind of, makes the brain think of something else. But I mean, I still think that you could have eventually tried a password. I'm not sure. Our next story is titled, The 10 Commandments of Working Remotely. This is not one call ticket, but a collection of things my team has experienced in the past 2 weeks while setting up our precious coworkers to work remotely. It can all be summed up by the 10 commandments apparently given to every user along with their VPN instructions. When one thing is broken, say everything is broken. Treat 2FA as advanced rocket surgery. Clearly written step-by-step instructions are for losers. Don't hesitate to let IT know how important you are. When you are done for the day, make sure to shut down your work PC. IT needs exercise too. When bringing in your home laptop to be set up with VPN, make sure it's dusted with cookie crumbs and smears of child snot. Make sure it needs 2 hours worth of Windows updates and has other unrelated issues you want fixed. Practice saying, yes, I was told to write down my work PC's IP address. No, I did not do it. IT can magically make your poopy home Wi-Fi faster, somehow. Off hours? There's no such thing as off hours. If you have the IT engineer's personal extension number, all standard recommended methods for creating tickets or contacting the actual help desk can be ignored. That sounds like absolute chaos, but very accurate. Those are the 10 commandments of IT. Oh my goodness. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you enjoyed these types of videos, please consider subscribing and hit that bell for notifications so you know when new videos are posted. If you'd like to join the Discord, we have a link in the description below. We have an amazing community there. It's a lot of fun, along with all of my other social media links in the description if you'd like to follow me on those other places of the internet. Thank you all for your continued support. I hope you're staying safe out there. And with that being said, we'll see you next time. Thank you.